What's going on, Whiskey Peeps? It's your boy Frankie P. We out here. I was talking to my brother the other day about vintage video games, and one of my friends, Rocco, from one of the stores that I go out to. Anyway, we were talking about a certain video game that we love. Very difficult and very fun to play. It was called Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and it was hard as fuck. It's funny to see these YouTubers that play it for the first time on Super Nintendo. And this one content creator, he's like, oh, this shit's easy as hell. He went through the first level, he's like, oh man, I'm gonna bust this shit out. By level 4, he was like, fuck, this game is hard. And it's like, it's kind of weird, right? Video game companies made games unbeatable. They were like, we need to get these people to keep playing repetitiously. And it's a shame because they kind of killed the genre when it came to, not gonna lie, they didn't kill the genre. We sat and kept trying to beat this shit. But now that we know that, we feel kind of cheated. I'm surprised there hasn't been a class action lawsuit. And if there has been, I don't know about it. But we spent hours and hours trying to get to level 33, 34, 35. This particular game had bonus levels. It had a bunch of potions and different creatures. I loved Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It was like playing a horror game in 16-bit format with all these crazy sprites of werewolves and this and that. It was fascinating to me. I went back now to try and find it and package, and the cheapest one I found in package is going for like, I think $1,400. I played countless hours of Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Street Fighter. Zombies Ate My Neighbors with my brother, and Street Fighter with my buddy James Tuttle. Damn, the time we put into these games, trying to beat the unbeatable, right? There were games that legit, the programmers didn't even put fucking endings in. So here we are playing repetitiously, hour after hour, saying, I'm gonna beat this. Oh, I gotta move an eighth an inch this way. I gotta move an eighth inch that way. To find out 15, 20 years later, oh, fuck you guys. We didn't have an ending, so we just made it unbeatable. Are you serious? How is it not a class action lawsuit against these motherfuckers? Fuck that. We paid $50 to be told, well, fuck you, we didn't even put an ending in. I think that there are games like Zombies. I think Zombies did have an ending. It was just extremely hard by the end. I love the soundtrack. It was very B-52s, very gothic horror and vintage sound with vintage monsters. You had to kill werewolves with silverware, yet you could kill zombies with squirt guns. It was very friendly but fun. And then you got in the Sega Genesis version, for example, the werewolves on Super Nintendo's version, you killed them with silverware, their souls left them with silverware. You played the Sega Genesis version, which was the edgy system, and there was blood, guts, werewolf fur, and bones sticking out. Pretty dope. So I didn't even know about the Sega Genesis version because we had a Super Nintendo. We had Nintendo, Super Nintendo. We were a Nintendo family. And that's okay with me. We love Nintendo. All I know is that you game companies, what the fuck? Let us beat the games. Let us get on there and kill it. If we're paying money for this title, Shouldn't we be able to beat it after a certain point, a certain conjecture? So, my question to you, my whiskey thoughts. Favorite video game? Was it on the computer, the Nintendo? I'm sorry, the Famicom, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, Nintendo 64, GameCube. I mean, there was so many systems I can't get into with you. But what was your system of choice? What was your game of choice? The game that you said, fuck, I gotta beat this. Even if it's Bedazzled on the fucking cell phone. Fuck. Jewels and shit. Just my wife was like, oh, I gotta beat this next level. I'm like, what are you playing? Oh, Bedazzled. No. Stop wasting this brain-numbing bullshit. Tetris, Bedazzled, all this other bullshit where you're stacking blocks. Bunch of fucking bullshit. They want you to sit there and spend time lining shit up. Try playing the original OG, Nin, Super Nin, Sega Gen, all this original shit and see what you get. It's ridiculous. And let me know, what was your favorite game growing up? What was your favorite game growing up? Could you beat it or not? And if not, did you find out that they did that on purpose? Because fuck, we need a class action lawsuit. And if you did beat it, how did you feel after you accomplished your goal? Did you feel good about yourself? You should. Because you're a warrior. We out here. It's your boy Frankie P. Hit me up in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share. Watch that lazy eye. Later, y'all.